I saw a man. I said I saw a man. He had lip-note eyes and a decrepit brow to mask his fecal and planet culture. With a script of onslaught of heliotropes, I reached towards the golden end of her embrace. I was there with the man. The man with 1,000 words. Stories flew the walls of a sluggish lantern. He found me there. Broken windows caught a gleam of hope as the sluggard appearance approached the pessimistic embrace. The shadow of the beast locked in the wall as if it were a man slowly descending upon its prey. Soy la araña, la busco per debajo, eliminados de terroplanes, el apretón de la muerte, de un miembro unido per la progresión de ciudades, el me encantará aquí. The walls were tapped and eventually drained as they searched for the amber elixir that held their precious tongues. An eerie bed full of star mix that crumbled in the sea of loneliness, and a bold charge of million lines that could not fornicate to any submission. He said I would find him there. An interview of vultures leeching upon their victim as if the words that no one knows, no one handles, the proper documents avoid the veiled essentials. We find the words to destroy anything that walks into the parabolic syllables. A feeble soup dish of pickle and plants searching through the system of cataclysmic events. The ring bearer brings me a busboy glance as he emerges from the dark depths of the swallowed decrepit heart. Lord! He sees into the darkness of variance. Crippled temper tantrums rang throughout the bedroom as he passed upon the floor of the bruised elbows and cut-up knees. The tissue of a heart unbalanced by the nature of what is not understood fell to the concrete. The suicidal transgression from the man laughed as he pulled the shaggy rope around his limp neck. The crows cheered because they knew the hawk would soon perish. Rows of unmarked characters lined across one another in a zigzag barrage. The fresh impact of the river rising soon drowned the lemmings as they failed to make the reaching grasp upon the ledge of eternity. And I looked at the short sky as he slowly smiled and said, "You will face a death that aligns your heart and mind." The laughter of 1,000 pigs squealed as they reached out to outstretching arms into the mud that cleansed their broken mold. An amoeba glance stole the provocateur's ideals of land and occupation and contamination. The water grew salty with rational ideas and pockmarked provisions, and then he appeared, as he had previously foreshadowed the darkened lands, the full-figured fatigues that strike the tear into the hearts of the dying nation. "Let us rest here," everyone cried as they veiled their face from the approach of the darkened horsemen. "Let us ride into the night and never look back at the shameful world we have created." The homeschooled sickness and rats and law to take over the world as they were nutcrackers in a holiday parade. I should have gone home, yet I remained, took on my cummerbund behavior. The operator failed to claim any transmissions that leaked out of the orbit of Saturn. We jet-lagged our poison halberds as we walked into the sunset of the setting moon. She had bought me a burden that I could not afford. She and I were locked at the wrist as if to say we could never be turned away from Salem's lot. As quickly as he appeared, the man vanished in a patch of fog and left the children with open mouths yearning for more taste of the flesh. I was spiritually bankrupt as I stepped into the mist and lost track of her soft embrace. The rider moved steadily across me as we both ascended into the dark depths of my jagged soul. Past cankered membranes and cancerous cells we flew into no visible light graced our missing craniums. In the outskirts of the body, the moon's pale tongue laughed at the cool, damp grass. I stood there as a zombie, fighting all the demons that crouched in the pit of my heart. My soul chased the horseman as he spread his tangled disease across my inner spirit. We all have our own demons, he snarled as he galloped his steed to the quaking sanctums. I felt the warm touch of a reaching wretch lurch me from my inner struggle. It was her. Dark, waving locks of citrus rainbowed eyes. My reflection peered back at me in her mirror of her iris. Saints and thieves could not part our burning hearts as two became one. A bow drug across the string of a screeching violin as if a calf were being brought to the slaughter. The burn caught my stomach and the brightness caught my eyes. I awoke with the fury of 1,000 Roman soldiers as I spotted the dark, sinister puddle on the earth. The darkness had swallowed up my unicorn. A pale pressure covered in my own love and lust would remain in her stead forever. We walked those lines a million times, horseshoe patterns across a sea of silk swallows. I would search for her across the ends of the earth. Oh, how I became a pirate of the stars. They united that night to a heartfelt whole. In a desolate world such as this, the weak are the only members that can be spared the rudimentary depths of the darkness of the sea. Instead of taking broken sabbaticals 10 years, the crow took the wing of devotion. A mysterious pasture of hopes and dreams planted in a field of sorrow and shame, rotted against the wind. aneurysm of self-loathing. I had evaporated all submaterial alternatives. To reach the fair-skinned maiden, I would need to cross the blackened heart and pass the bitter catacombs of the fermenting disease. A fortnight passed, and my body trembled like Mount Vesuvius for a lap of the pale, frail syrup. Would I find the answers that I sought? Like a dog, I trembled at the mere sight of the devil's urine, wishing to take one last sluggard of the fiery water. I began to read the braille in my own body. Waves of wrinkles and folds pointed to the answer. What had become of her? In the broken door of my mind, which I had condemned, I would surely find the answer. Tearing up the boards and yellow tape, I peeled away the force field like a barrier that barred my inner emotions. I passed the vicious carnivores of the green badge and I felt the sharp pokes of their backstabbing needles pierce my soft hide. Tiptoed tears in the scar tissue was where I found the roots of my addiction to the black tar tap water. Exile and sedge had wrapped their tapping tentacles around my God-given pacemaker and lurched out the batteries. Was this the cause of my catastrophe? Several sutures summarize the wound to the cauterizing memory. The putrid pus of the platonic passageway into my beaten box had not yet healed. That is where I saw the altar. The horseman raised up his glass container and laughed in scorn at my fallen angel. Her wings had been plucked from her pale body. Soot showered her forehead in some sort of archaic symbol of this disease. I challenged a figure to follow my footsteps to the light, cleanse my soul, and seal my heart. This cat-going caress fell into my graveyard of the soul and retorted these words. You shall never have what you want, only what you need. These are the pleasures of such greed. Step to follow, our curse is to fall. She changed your heart but left it all. You shall never have what you desire. Leave this hole of burning fire. The smoke will raise, and the ash will dust. As time goes by, your dreams will rust. You can never tame that is which is not yours, so seal it up again with all its sores. Never look back on what you lost. These are the prices of a heartfelt cost. With these words, the angel's last breath was spent, and the horseman sealed the tomb with his helmet cement. I feel him sigh as his culture hate still grows. We are as one, forevermore.